You may have heard stories about jinns in your life. If not, then let me tell you this. Once a man from Algeria was walking alone at night. Suddenly he felt someone slap him on his neck. It hurt so much that he fell down on the ground screaming. But when he looked around, no one was there. As the minutes passed by, he felt like something was sitting on his chest. He could feel his heart beating faster than usual. He struggled to get up, but was too afraid to look back. Just when he thought it was all over, a green light appeared behind him. Startled, he turned around and saw a majestic old man with glowing green eyes. The old man asked him why he had been crying and told him not to be afraid. The man explained everything that happened to him. The old man just listened patiently. When he finished his story, the old man put his hand on his shoulder and said, "Don't be afraid, my son. I'm here to help you." Then the old man guided him towards a nearby mosque. "Go inside and seek refuge in Allah," he said. "That is the only way to get rid of these evil spirits that are tormenting you." Before the man could ask any questions, the old man vanished into thin air, leaving him confused and scared. What would happen next? How did he find himself in this situation? And who was that mysterious old man? Let's find out in today's episode of Muslims Speak. Today's episode is going to be a little different. We will hear the testimony of a man who encountered dark forces that tried to harm him, but instead led him to Islam. Before we begin, please remember to support us through a platform so that we can continue sharing these amazing stories. With that said, let's start our episode. His name is Mohammed Ayoub, and he is from Algeria. His encounter with the supernatural world began when he was just an ordinary young man living his life like everyone else. Little did he know that his life was about to change forever. One night, as he was walking home, he felt a strong slap on his neck. He couldn't see anyone, but he could feel the pain. Then he felt something heavy on his chest, making it hard to breathe. Although he didn't dare to look back, he tried to stand up but failed. All he could do was lie there paralyzed with fear. After what seemed like an eternity, a green light appeared behind him. He turned around and saw an old man with glowing green eyes. The man was dressed in green clothes, and his beard and hair were long and flowing like the man from Mecca. Muhammad, still in shock from everything that had happened, could only watch as the old man approached him. In a calm and soothing voice, the old man asked him why he was crying. Muhammad, unable to speak at first, eventually found his voice and explained everything that had happened to him. The old man listened patiently, and when Muhammad finished his story, he put his hand on Muhammad's shoulder and said, "Don't be afraid, my son. I am here to help you." Then the old man stood up and walked towards a nearby mosque, turned around and said to Muhammad, "Go inside and seek refuge in Allah. That is the only way to get rid of these evil spirits that are tormenting you." Muhammad, still confused and scared, hesitated for a moment, but he knew that he needed help. So he followed the old man into the mosque. As soon as he entered, he began to feel better. The evil spirits that had been tormenting him seemed to disappear. In the mosque, he found peace and tranquility. He spent hours praying and seeking forgiveness from Allah. As the sun began to set, he left the mosque and went back to his old life. But he was a changed man. The experience he had gone through had shaken him to his core, and he knew that he could never go back to his old ways. From that day on, Muhammad began to study Islam and learn about the Prophet Muhammad. He wanted to know more about the old man who had helped him and the evil spirits that had tried to harm him. As he delved deeper into the teachings of Islam, he began to understand the importance of seeking refuge in Allah from harm. He realized that the old man was a righteous Muslim who had come to help him, because he knew that Muhammad was a good person at heart. The evil spirits had targeted him because they knew that he was weak in his faith, but they had failed. Muhammad became a strong and practicing Muslim, and he never forgot the lessons he had learned from his experience. Every day he reminded himself to seek refuge in Allah from harm and to stay away from sin. He also shared his story with others to warn them about the dangers of the devil and the importance of seeking Allah's help. Now, some people may think that Muhammad's story is just a myth or a legend. However, there are many similar stories from different cultures and religions that talk about the existence of evil spirits and the importance of seeking divine help to protect oneself from them. Even the Bible talks about the power of prayer and the importance of seeking God's help against the attacks of the devil. Matthew 7, verse 7, It says, "Ask and you will receive, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened to you." This verse shows that we should never hesitate to ask for help when we need it. Just like Muhammad, we may face difficult situations in our lives that seem impossible to overcome. But if we turn to God and seek His help, He will always be there for us. Another thing we can learn from Muhammad's story is the importance of staying strong in the face of adversity. When he was being attacked by the evil spirits, he could have given up and succumbed to their power. However, he chose to keep going and seek refuge in Allah. His determination to survive and seek help ultimately led him to safety. This teaches us that no matter how difficult the situation may seem, we should never lose hope. Instead, we should stay strong and keep trying to improve our circumstances. Moreover, Muhammad's story is a reminder for those who think they are invincible. He was just an ordinary man who thought he was safe in his everyday life until the evil spirits attacked him. This teaches us that no one is exempt from facing challenges and difficulties in life. No matter how powerful or successful we may seem, we should always remember to stay humble and seek Allah's help. Finally, Muhammad's story is a testament to the power of Islam. When he entered the mosque and sought refuge in Allah, the evil spirits disappeared. This shows that Islam has the power to protect its followers from harm and evil. It also teaches us that we should not neglect our religious duties and that we should always strive to live a pure and clean life according to the teachings of our faith. Overall, Muhammad's story is an inspiring tale of courage, determination, and faith. It teaches us to never lose hope, to stay strong in the face of adversity, and to always seek Allah's help against the attacks of the devil. Moreover, it reminds us of the importance of living a pure and righteous life and fulfilling our religious duties. May his story continue to inspire Muslims around the world to be steadfast in their faith and to seek Allah's help in all aspects of their lives. By becoming a member, you will have access to exclusive content and benefits that will enhance your experience with us. I believe that together we can make a greater impact and spread the message of Islam to more people around the world. And now it's time for you to share your thoughts on today's episode. What are your thoughts on Muhammad's story? Have you ever experienced anything similar? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback is very important to us and helps us to improve our content.